Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Career Prep. In this video, we'll learn about the topic Statement and Assumption. Statement and assumption questions test your critical thinking skills and decision-making ability. These questions test your ability about knowing the hidden opinion of the speaker. Statement and assumption is a very important subsection of logical reasoning which is asked in various government examinations. In this video, we'll study the key concepts along with some simple tips to make the topic easy and interesting. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to get notifications as soon as we post a new video. So let's start. Let's now understand the concept of statement and assumption. So what is a statement? A statement is an information or a fact related to any general subject. What is an assumption? An assumption is the hidden or unsaid part of the statement which the author assumes before stating some fact or statement. In a statement and assumption question, a statement is given in the question followed by a few assumptions made on the basis of the statement. You need to pick the assumption which is most appropriately and logically correct. One of the most important things to know about assumptions is that when a statement is given, the author of the statement does not put everything into words but leaves some part unsaid or unwritten. He does so because he takes this unsaid part or assumption for granted. In other words, he thinks this assumption will be understood without saying, and there is no need to put this unsaid part into words. The author believes the assumption to be true, and this same approach must be used by you while answering the questions based on this topic. Let's now learn more about assumptions. There are two types of assumptions. They are direct assumptions and indirect assumptions. Let's know more about direct assumptions. We can know the direct assumptions very easily from the statement itself. Just a careful reading of the statement is enough to solve your problem. For example, look at this statement. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Assumption 1 says apple is good for health. Assumption 2 says apple is not good for health. Now when you look at the statement, it's very clear that consuming an apple every day will eradicate the need of a doctor. So of course we can assume that eating an apple a day is good for health. Hence assumption 1 is practical, but assumption 2 is not. Let's now learn more about indirect assumptions. Indirect assumptions can only be traced out by properly understanding the meaning of the given statement. Wrong interpretation can lead to choosing possibly the wrong option. Look at this statement. The only possible way of getting success is to treat everything that comes your way positively. Assumption 1 says, if you score low marks in any exam, instead of cursing yourself, you should find the faults and just work hard upon them. Assumption 2 says, whatever will happen to you all depends upon your luck. You have no role to play in it. Now let's find out which one of these two assumptions is similar to the assumption made in the given statement. Now if you will redirect all your results towards your luck, then you will not work hard, which is not an example for leading an optimistic life. Instead, working upon your weak points so as not to repeat them in the next exam is a perfect way of dealing your life positively. Hence, clearly, only assumption 1 is practical, but 2 is not. Here are a few tips to solve statement and assumption questions. Read the statement with an approach that the assumptions would be true with regard to the statement. Analyze the information given in the statement. Assumption must be made only based on the information in the statement. Do not overcomplicate it. Common assumptions like the sun is visible only during the day, water makes things wet, etc. can always be followed. But other than that, do not align the statement with general knowledge or other facts. If the statement is a notice or an advertisement, the implicit assumption is that it will have an impact. So if it is a notice or advertisement, you have to assume that it will have an impact. An assumption will always be false if it talks about the past or the future. Note that the assumption is something which the author believes to be true. So while choosing the correct option, keep this thought in mind. If any option contradicts the statement, then that assumption will not follow. Use the elimination method if you are unable to make out the answer. Read the statement and then the given assumptions. You will notice that a few of them will most definitely not follow. Eliminate these assumptions and then choose from the remaining options. Points to be considered while selecting correct assumptions. The correct assumption should be directly related to the statement, not to your real life experiences. A correct assumption should not be ambiguous or vague. It should not be superfluous. It should not be merely a repetition of the statement. A correct assumption should not be an argument drawn from the statement. A correct assumption should not include words like each, only, any, all, every, why, what, these, therefore, but, definitely, certainly, etc. It may include words related to any possibility such as maybe, possibly, etc. A correct assumption may contain words like many, some, much, to a large extent, etc. Based on a single statement, correct assumptions can be many in number. Let's now look at the problem format of a typical statement and assumption question. Now, in a statement and assumption question, first you will be given directions to solve and then you will be given a question which has to be answered. Directions to solve. In each of the questions is given a statement followed by two assumptions numbered 1 and 2. You have to consider the statement and the given assumptions and decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement. Implicit means that the assumption is implied or suggested but is not directly expressed. Now we have to give answer as A if only assumption 1 is implicit. Give answer as B if only assumption 2 is implicit. Give answer as C if either 1 or 2 is implicit. Give answer as D if neither 1 nor 2 is implicit. Give answer as E if both 1 and 2 are implicit. After the directions to solve, you will be given a question which you have to answer. Viewers, please go through this video till you have understood the concept. Preparing well in this topic is important because the questions are scoring and time saving as well. For more clarity, please do watch our video Statement and Assumption Solved Examples. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.